Well, hello there, my fellow Doombots, and today we are going to take a trip into Doom history. And we are going to be talking about the first encounter between our Lord Supreme Dr. Doom and the one and only so-called spectacular Spider-Man. We are going to go into the history books. We're going to react to a dramatic reading of The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 5. If you did not know, this was the very first encounter between Dr. Doom and Spider-Man. And in the story, we are going to see Dr. Doom trying to form an alliance with Spider-Man. So actually, quite interestingly, Dr. Doom wants to team up with Spider-Man at the beginning of this story. This issue of The Amazing Spider-Man got released on the 9th of July in 1963. Quite a dope story, and shows that Dr. Doom is the very first supervillain that transcends the so-called heroes he's fighting, because he's not only going against Fantastic Four but also against Spider-Man, and he has multiple allegiances. It's also pretty crazy to think about that Dr. Doom is one of the first 5 villains Spider-Man has ever encountered. So that is pretty dope. Of course, Dr. Doom is not a villain. He is the hero of the Marvel Universe. But without further ado, I found this amazing video. But today we are going to be reacting to a dramatic reading of The Amazing Spider-Man number 5. And this is a video done by Niteo Nathan. If you don't know, Niteo Nathan is quite a small YouTuber. He has 1.7k subs and 165 videos. But the one thing he was doing that I think is of really high quality is his Spider-Man videos, where he does a retelling, a dramatic reading of the entire issue. And I was searching high and low for a good retelling of the very first encounter of Dr. Doom and Spider-Man, and I think I found it in this video by Niteo Nathan. So I'm gonna highly suggest that you go and subscribe to his channel and show him some love, because I know how much effort it takes to create a dramatic reading video like this. I also made one myself with the Abomination video. So I highly appreciate all of the effort and time that Niteo Nathan has put into the production of this video. So once again, I'm gonna link it in the bio and also at the end of the video. Subscribe to Niteo Nathan, because this is the person responsible for me being able to make a reaction video to this amazing content of his. Well, my fellow Doombots, right now we're going to be reacting to the full dramatic reading of The Amazing Spider-Man issue 5, the very first encounter between Dr. Doom and Spider-Man. Please comment, like, subscribe if you like more, if you want to see more of these reaction videos. And yeah, let's get into it. Oh, nice, the iconic Marvel introduction. I missed this one. We didn't get it for Captain America Brave New World. Okay. Gives a crazy punk rock Spider-Man intro. Oh, this is pretty sick. This is well done. Here comes the Spider-Man. Bro, this is sick. This is a vibe, man. Oh, it's a lizard. Sandman. Doc Ock. I love that old school Spider-Man logo. It's my favorite, man. That's what I grew up with, reading the Spider-Man comic books. The music, it already sounds high quality. I'm really excited to react to this video, guys. My fellow Doombots. Marked for Destruction by Dr. Doom. Let's go. So hyped. I wonder how the encounter is gonna be between Doctor Doom and Spider-Man.
You are looking at one of the few candid action films ever taken of Spider-Man by a newsreel photographer. By now, the whole world knows of Spider-Man's existence, but the world doesn't know his true identity
It's Peter
or
Parker.
his real motives. And that is what this program intends to investigate.
Damn, they got a Spider-Man expose
My
program.
name is J. Jonah Jameson, publisher of Now Magazine and the
Iconic.
Daily Bugle.
Iconic.
I am sponsoring this program in the public interest to expose Spider-Man to the public as the menace he is.
Damn.
I say that
Number one
Spider-Man
hater.
belongs behind bars.
Boy, imagine Jameson sponsoring his own program just to
Jeez.
attack Spider-Man.
Jameson's not so dumb. He's just getting good publicity for his mag by making all this fuss.
Yeah. Personally, I think that Spider-Man's the coolest.
Spider-Man's the
I mustn't
coolest.
say anything to make them suspect me. I'll talk against Spider-Man. You can't tell. I mean, Jameson may be right. Nobody really knows Spider-Man.
Damn,
It's
Parker,
a cinch
two-faced
you
motherfucker.
don't, panty waste. You'd probably faint if you ever caught sight of him.
Oh, I would too. From sheer excitement. I'll bet he's real handsome under that
Sussy
silly
bucka.
mask of his.
Go on, Parker, get lost. You're in the wrong place anyhow.
Flash Thompson
This
being
is
a menace.
bowling alley, not a knitting parlor.
What? What does that even
That's
mean?
it, Flash. Keep it up. One of these days you'll go too far, and you'll never know what hit you. There's even a limit to Spider-Man's
Spider-Man's gonna
patience.
beat the fuck out of him. Oh shit.
My papers are offering $1,000 reward
$1,000.
to anyone who can disclose Spider-Man's true
Damn,
identity.
Jameson going too far.
Spider-Man. He may be just the one I've been seeking.
Yes, we're getting
Each
Doom.
time I attacked the Fantastic Four in the past, they have fought me to a standstill. Alone, I do not seem able to defeat them. But with one such as Spider-Man at my side, even that accursed quartet would not be able to save themselves from my wrath. Or
Oh damn, that's actually kind of sick. So Doctor Doom is already known for teaming up with other individuals to take down the Fantastic Four. He already teamed up with Namor, the Submariner, of course, in one of the earlier Fantastic Four books. But now he's also trying to team up with Spider-Man. So that's actually kind of dope about this story, is that because everybody is against Spider-Man, he sees him as a potential ally for his cause, because, you know, the system doesn't accept Peter Parker, Spider-Man, for the hero that he's trying to be. So it's actually quite interesting that Doctor Doom sees him as a potential person to align himself with, to join his cause, because he would probably see that if you do not fit the norms, which you do not do if you support Doom, that you will be a part of his cause. But the one thing is that one of the weaknesses of Spider-Man is, of course, his false morality, which is just there to keep the status quo. So Doctor Doom did not know this yet, because there was not really a lot revealed about Spider-Man, because this is, I think, the first year of Spider-Man being Spider-Man.
ordinary men tremble at the mention of my name. The entire civilized world fears the menace of Doctor Doom.
Bars.
And yet, in one respect, I have been foiled time and time again. No matter how perfectly I lay my plans, the Fantastic Four have always managed to frustrate me.
Damn.
I still remember our last parting.
Oh, we're getting a PTSD flashback. We're getting a PTSD flashback. Let's go.
Come back! You can't cheat me out of my revenge this way! Ben, get out of the way! I can still reach out and grab him!
Get out of here, Reed
Ben!
Richards.
No! Oh, it's too late now!
Losers.
Swiftly, silently, the awesome form of the greatest menace of our age plummets earthward.
Oh, this is so well done.
Down, 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 until it is lost from sight in the billowing clouds below.
Oh, I love these pictures. That was so well done. That was really well done. That was dope.
Once under cover of the clouds, the jet-powered flying belt I wore enabled
Yeah,
me to
Doom got
glide
those
to
jetpacks in his
safety,
belt.
to repair to a new lair where I could lick my wounds like a vanquished beast. But now that is all behind me. Now it is time to strike again. With the aid of that imprisoned spider, I will transmit a message to Spider-Man using his own wavelength.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope, you know. So he's using this spider to tap into Spider-Man's ability of the spider sense, that he can see like stuff, he can feel danger, to actually talk to Spider-Man, which is kind of insane. This is something, I don't know if this has been used in the future, but that Doctor Doom is tapping into spider telepathy so he can directly conversate with Spider-Man. You're gonna see it in a bit. It's quite insane, and I do not know if they have ever done anything with this after this comic book, but still, this is a pretty insane way of Doctor Doom being able to send a message to Peter Parker.
Some strange way he has the sensory powers of a spider. And so, it was a simple matter for one of my genius to create this spider wave transmitter.
He's such a genius, Doctor Doom.
Calling Spider-Man! Calling Spider-Man! I must contact you at once!
That's crazy. Spider telepathy, that's crazy.
Meanwhile, at home, Peter Parker practices his agility with his web in the privacy of his room. If the gang at the bowling alley could see me now.
So actually Peter Parker in the early comics is quite a petty dude, you know. He doesn't really have any friends. He's like an awkward, nerdy type of guy. And the whole time he's thinking about how he can one-up his high school friends. So he's really an immature character in the beginning. Very different to the Spider-Man that you maybe have this moment that's a little bit more mature, more of a happy person. But he's a really grumpy, disgruntled teenager who's just always thinking about how his bully sucks and how he wants to beat them up, you know. So it's a very interesting take on the character in the beginning of it.
Calling Spider-Man! Huh? Calling Spider-Man!
I can sense a message. Someone is trying to reach me.
That's so crazy. Spider telepathy.
Who can it be?
Only Dr. Doom will be
How could
genius
anyone
enough
have
to
figured
create
out a
something
way
as
to
cool
reach
as
me
that.
through my spider sense? Well, there's only one way to find out.
I love the music choice. So eerie.
It's a simple matter for me
Oh,
to
that
follow
looks
the
so beautiful.
sensory impulses to their source. Oh boy, it's great to be getting back into action again.
I love this old school art. I love the red and blue, how it pops. Oh,
But
it looks sick.
perhaps Spider-Man would not be quite so enthusiastic if he knew who was waiting for him at his ultimate destination.
I think this art just looks sick. You know, it doesn't look perfect, but it just feels nostalgic to me. Like even how it's just yellow, green, gray, and some variations of blue and black. But also the black in this drawing, just making Doctor Doom pop so much. I just really, it's just nostalgic for me seeing these images. I really enjoy reading old comics and just seeing the old art styles, because you can really see that somebody drew this. You know, it wasn't made on a computer. It was just somebody with a pen and pencils and some colors. I just think this looks great.
It should be child's play for me to persuade Spider-Man to join me against the Fantastic Four.
Of course.
Well, I guess this is the place. Now to... Holy smoke! I'd know that guy anywhere. It's Dr. Doom!
Dr. Doom's reputation precedes himself. Only by the back of his cape, everybody can recognize the ruler of Latveria, the rightful ruler of the world. So dope, and I love this image as well.
So, it was you who tried to contact me, Doom? It would have had to be someone with your talent. But why?
Very smart. Talent. Good choice of words, Spider-Man. I commend you for that. Talented is the right choice of words.
Spider-Man, is it necessary for you to make your entrance quite so dramatic, my impetuous friend?
Damn. Don't be using the expensive words. My programming still has to keep up with that impetus. Impetus. What do you say? Impetus. What does that mean? Impetus means... Impetus meaning impulsive, vehemence, or passion. So somebody who is acting impulsively. My impulsive friend. Learn something new because of the great vocabulary of our Lord Doom. Impetuous friend, a rash, impulsive friend. Great.
Impetuous friend?
Mister, from what I've read about you, you haven't got any friends. Impetuous or otherwise.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Low blow, Spider-Man. Low blow. Dr. Doom has plenty of friends. Victor Von Doom has the best friends. He got all of us Doombots here to support him. Who do you got, Spider-Man? You live with your aunt. You're broke. You ain't got no friends, Spider-Man. You ain't got no friends. Dr. Doom was trying to be your friend, and he was trying to work together, have an alliance, and instead, you're gonna mock us? Friendships are for weaklings. That's correct. Low blow, Spider-Man.
Friendship is for weaklings.
Well said.
What I offer you is power.
Oh yeah.
Together we could rule the world. You're an outcast, the same as I. You dare not reveal your true identity. And yet, right under your nose, the Fantastic Four basks in the limelight, while you are shunned and hunted.
Exactly. Well said, Dr. Doom. Just because you don't want to show your face, everybody's hunting you, is disgraceful. Doom's coming with the points right here. Speaking the facts.
I'll appeal to his sense of envy, of pride. Then, once he has served his purpose, I'll destroy him without a second thought.
Me team up with you, huh? Man, wouldn't that be a gasser? Jonah Jameson would really have something to howl about then.
Ah, so you will do it. Speak. Give me your word.
Not so fast, Tin
Okay.
Head. Sure, it's an amusing thought to kick around, but just between us, I need you like I need another nose. The answer is no, Buster.
Bro. Not cool, Spidey. Come on, Spidey. You serious? We are offering you a way out of your pitiful existence, and this is how you repay us, Spidey? Damn, you should have kept being snapped away. Jeez Louise. Such an ungrateful brat. This is how you repay Doom for his kindness. Saying no, Buster. Ooh, you got something coming to you. Spidey, you got something coming.
I warn you, if you are not with me, then we are deadly foes.
Doc, you're scaring me plumb out of my wits. Here, chew on this hunk of web for a while. That'll keep you under wraps while I figure out what to do with you. Say, How come you're so quiet? So still? Cat got your tongue?
You brazen fool! Haven't you guessed yet?
It wasn't you at all.
Who
Just
was
a
the
robot.
Doombot?
A dummy made up to resemble the real
Doombot,
Dr.
baby!
Naturally, you are not fighting one of your usual insipid antagonists now, Spider-Man.
Insipid. Another expensive word I have to learn. Insipid. Insipid. Tasteless. Weak. Insipid. Weak. And tasteless. Damn. Doom coming with the bars. Insipid antagonist. Weak antagonist. Damn. Yeah.
Dr.
Love
Doom
how they're
cannot
writing
be
Dr. Doom in this
trapped
comic.
so easily. But Spider-Man can. You didn't expect a trap door to open beneath your feet, did you?
Say, I'll bet you'd be a wow at a Coney Island funhouse. You don't think a feller with the reflexes of a spider is gonna tumble down a corny trapdoor, do you?
Perhaps not. But for your sake, I hope you don't think you've escaped me already. The accident which years ago made a shambles of my face didn't affect my strength at all. As you can see.
Yeah, let's
And
get him.
I am not entirely without little weapons of my own, such as this most effective miniature finger gun.
Nice try, Rattletrap. But I saw that coming seconds ago.
That's dope. You got a finger gun. That's awesome.
I'll say so long for now, Doc. I don't make a habit of being a human target
Damn.
for big bad villains.
Spidey's running away. He's scared. Spidey's scared. Dr. Doom
If I twist
1,
and turn
Spidey
just the right
0.
way, I'll miss the ledge below and land safely in the water. Looks like my hours of agility practice are really paying off.
Pretty dope first encounter. Doom beating his ass.
He escaped me. Well, I'll let him go for now. But he shall still serve my purpose. Only in a way he cannot possibly suspect.
Nice.
The first thing I shall do is learn Spider-Man's true identity. That'll make it easier for me to capture him. And then, once I have him helpless, I'll use him to bait my deadly trap for the Fantastic Four.
Sick. Does Dr. Doom know the identity of Spider-Man in the comics? He must, for sure, of course. That would be easy. That would be super easy to learn of his identity. Come on. If you have 2 brain cells, you can piece it together. The person who's taking the pictures of Spider-Man, who only that person can get, is 100% a close friend of Spider-Man. So if you just track down Peter Parker, you would know that he is Spider-Man. So I'm going to assume that maybe he doesn't find it out. In this comic, he knows it for sure. Easy. Because Doom is the smartest person in Marvel Universe.
I hope that refugee from a nightmare factory doesn't think he's seen the last of me.
Wait, what did he just say? That refugee from a nightmare factory? What? Spider-Man, that's really offensive, you know? Refugee, they were gypsies. They were running away. They didn't have a country. Dr. Doom and his people, they were traveling and they were hunted down by the men of the Baron, and they were slaughtered. His people were slaughtered, and now you're calling him a refugee from a nightmare factory? This is gross, Spider-Man. I didn't know you were such a bad person they would say something like this. Really disappointed.
Because now I'm gonna tackle him in earnest.
Get out of here.
Holy Hannah! What was that?
Holy Anna.
Doom was one step ahead of me. He blew up the deserted building before I could get back at him. He's probably miles away by now.
Spider-Man's too
planning
slow.
his next move. Well, time enough for him later. Snap a few pics of the burning building. Old Skinflint Jameson may be willing to pay Pete Parker for them.
What a cheapskate. You know, the only thing he cares about is taking some damn pictures. That's why Spider-Man is a broke boy, you know. Spidey is a broke boy working for the man. Gotta be an entrepreneur. You gotta work for yourself. This dude is just working for the man.
Exclusives?
Look, there's Spider-Man. It must have been him who blew up the building.
He's responsible, yeah.
Just my luck. That crowd sees me. Now I'll probably be blamed for the fire, too.
You should be.
All right, Parker. I'll buy those pictures of the fire from you. But what I really want are pics of Spider-Man.
Pics of Spider-Man.
I'd love to be able to pin this fire on him.
Here's my chance to needle the old windbag a little.
Okay.
I don't know, Mr. Jameson. People are beginning to say you attack him too much. They're beginning to wonder what your real motives are.
Shut your mouth and do your job, Peter. Come on, Peter. Give me some more coffee, Peter. Do your damn job, Peter. Work for minimum wage, Peter. This dude is such a petty mofo in the early comics. Maybe he's always been like that. Hope Doom beat your ass.
I think Parker is right, sir. I've heard some of our readers mention that they think you're jealous of Spider-Man for some reason.
Well, I never knew I had an ally in JJ's secretary.
Ooh.
And I never realized how pretty Betty Brant was either.
Call HR. Peter Parker is a creep. He's creeping on his fellow employees. Hey, don't shit where you eat, my friend. Come on. You gotta behave yourself. Cannot be doing this kind of stuff, Peter. This is crazy. This is crazy. Let's just all be super happy that we got J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. He's just perfect for the role. I'm just looking at this character from the 60s and I'm just picturing J.K. Simmons' face on him. So dope.
Till now.
That's enough. I'm still the publisher here, and I'll decide our editorial policy.
You're right,
I
Jameson.
have only one real motive: to make
Money.
The more I attack
Money.
Spider-Man, the more people read my papers. It's to our advantage to keep pounding away at that corny costumed clown. Everybody is interested in him. Whether they agree with me or not doesn't matter. Spider-Man sells papers. Understand?
I sure do, you big blustering phony.
Dude, how are you gonna be working for a guy that doesn't respect you at all? Like, Spider-Man has no integrity whatsoever, you know? You're basically feeding into the problem of all of the bad press surrounding Spider-Man by working for the person who is creating this narrative, and you're providing him with the means to do it. And then in your breath, in silence, you are telling him off? That's just pathetic, Peter Parker. Stand up for yourself. No morals. And you're gonna be here judging Doom, who's trying to make the world a better place, while you are working in a minimum wage job and secretly cursing out your boss in your thoughts. It's just pathetic. It is just gross. And this is right. This is how we should be portraying these so-called heroes, because they are nothing compared to the might of Dr. Doom. This is just pathetic. We need more Doom.
Boy, what a terrific gag this'll be. Oh, poor Peter. He'll never get over it.
Okay, what's
Where
going on?
is Peter Parker? I want him. Bring him to me.
Flash Gordon being a menace.
Well, how did I look? Will puny Parker fall for it?
Like a ton of bricks. Flash, you're a genius.
The gals did a great job on the costume.
The girls
This'll
made
teach
this
our
costume?
bookworm buddy to knock Spider-Man.
This is pretty crazy. The girls of his high school made this costume? I went to the wrong high school. They could have made me an amazing Doctor Doom costume. This is great. This is such a well-made costume. They just made it in like a day. That's insane. Because he was just making jokes about Spider-Man like at the bowling alley in the beginning of the story. It was like yesterday. That's insane. Whoa.
There.
Yes, we're doomed.
I've devised an instrument which will react to a spider's impulses, the way a Geiger counter reacts to uranium.
Okay.
All I need do is scour the city until the dial registers positive. And I will have found Spider-Man's real identity.
Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's sick. So he is really tapping into some deeper spider mythology, which I think is like untapped potential in the Marvel universe. Like the way Doctor Doom is going about this spider problem is different than I have seen any other antagonist to the character of Spider-Man have done so before. It is like really, really smart. It is extremely intelligent the way he is just scientifically breaking down how to defeat Spider-Man. It's awesome.
When one is a master of science, as I am, there is nothing which cannot be accomplished. Sooner or later, I shall eliminate all those who dare oppose me.
And that's actually kind of interesting because this is like how Doctor Doom was in the beginning of his run, you know? It's only about eliminating, getting his own vision through, and later when the character develops, you see him give leniency to his so-called antagonist, like Ben Grimm, who he changed back into a human in the One World Under Doom, One World Under the Latvian Flag storyline, you know? Or how he saved the entire universe in the Secret Wars storylines. So Doctor Doom has broadened, has grown from a character, but at the end of the day, no matter what part of his journey you are in, Doctor Doom is always on the right side of history. Doctor Doom is the character that is always trying to do what is best for humanity, even though people oppose him because they don't like change. But the change Doctor Doom is bringing to the Marvel Universe is for the positive, is for the better. So nobody can knock him.
There's Parker now. We've got to tell Flash.
Bet you he'll jump clean out of his skin when he sees Spider-Man. This'll be the greatest gag of the century.
Peter Parker deserves to be bullied, so whatever happens to him, I don't mind, because this dude is such a weirdo in the comics.
Ah, my device is beginning to register. I'm nearing my prey.
So it's really working. The scientific way of Doctor Doom is really of course it's working, but it's pretty awesome that he found this way to discover his true identity. It's pretty insane.
Oh, hurry, Flash. Parker's walking by along Front Street. Okay, everything's set. You guys hide somewhere and watch the free show. Parker will be the laughing stock of the school when I'm through with him. And if he's too yellow to fight, this is one way to show him what we think of him.
He's gonna beat the shit out of him in his Spider-Man costume. Oh man, Flash is a nemesis. He's a menace, man. He's a nemesis. Damn.
According to my dial, the real Spider-Man is almost directly below me now.
Because this is an insane coincidence that Flash Thompson is exactly where Peter Parker is, and that Doctor Doom is using his device to find out who the real Spider-Man is. But this device is so OP, you know? With this device, you will always be able to track down Spider-Man and maybe also the other spider people like Spider-Woman, for instance. But this is insane. I wonder if this ever has returned in later comic issues, because this is actually an insanely powerful device to use to defeat Spider-Man. You know, pretty crazy.
There he is. Strange. He's wearing his costume in broad daylight. Well, no matter. Within seconds, he'll be my helpless prisoner.
I like the side of Doctor Doom's face here. I just like, it's just interesting. Spidey! Flash is gonna get punked.
It's time to show myself to Parker now. And, hey, what's this? What's going on?
He's seen me, but it's too late for him to stop me. I've planned this coup too carefully.
Oh shit!
Most of this fast-acting sleeping gas will do the trick silently.
Oh shit! Oh, imagine you're Flash Thompson. That's so funny. You're like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of Peter Parker. You're gonna wait for him in your Spider-Man costume. You planned it all out with all your friends, or you're just gonna mess this dude up, this annoying douchebag called Peter Parker. And the moment before you jump in, you turn around, and you see freaking Dr. Doom walk at you, who's grabbing his Glock. Oh my god, I would shit my pants if I was Flash Gordon. This is insane. That dude is gonna be traumatized forever. He's never gonna participate in Halloween ever again. That is crazy. He just got knocked the fuck out with a fart gun. Oh man, this is so funny. But I don't know. So he would have found out that Peter Parker was Spider-Man if not for Flash freaking Gordon, who was sitting there. That's insane. Flash Thompson, sorry.
Done. Now all that remains is to carry him back to the ship. It was even simpler than I expected.
Oh.
Strange that he should have been so easy to trap. Perhaps Spider-Man possesses less superpowers than people think.
I don't get it. What's Flash waiting for?
Just beat him up.
Or we'll be gone in another
All five
few
of you, just beat the
seconds.
shit out of Peter Parker.
Maybe something went wrong. Maybe Flash's costume tore or something. Oh, gee, what a disappointment.
I think is that Gwen Stacy, the girl with the blonde hair? Is getting ready to jump Peter Parker. Yeah, everybody hates this dude.
Aunt May? I'm home.
In the living room, dear.
In the living room.
Hi, Aunt May. What are you watching?
The Ed Sullivan Show, dear. I just saw the cleverest juggling act.
The Ed Sullivan Show. Isn't that the same show that was also mentioned in that new Fantastic Four trailer? Right? Was that not also the Ed Sullivan Show, or was a show based on the Ed Sullivan Show? I'm not sure, but I think it was mentioned in that new Fantastic Four trailer.
And now he's going to have a chorus from some Midwestern college.
Say, what's wrong with the set?
I don't know. Oh dear.
We're getting
We
a
just had it
DOOMBOT
fixed
broadcast.
last week.
A Doomcast.
Oh, I hope it isn't the picture tube.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by. There is nothing wrong with your set's reception. Some strange force seems to be affecting all TV transmission at this time. Stand by. Stand by.
Boy, this is a new one.
They're all getting
We regret
oh.
that we are unable to continue our transmission.
Oh, this
Our
looks
electrical
sick.
power
I
is
love
being
this
drained.
frame.
Stand by.
This is Dr. Doom.
Oh
I
yeah.
have resorted to
That's
this
some good
drastic
TV.
means to communicate with the Fantastic Four.
Whoa.
I have a message of grave importance for them. As you can see, I hold Spider-Man, a helpless captive. Unless the Fantastic Four promise to disband and surrender to me, one at a time, Spider-Man will forfeit his life.
Ooh, sick.
I will wait exactly 1 hour for a reply.
Oh, that awful creature! Oh, thank heavens his prisoner is only Spider-Man, who is probably as much a menace as Dr. Doom.
You said it. You said
I
it.
don't get it.
Ame.
Who was that Joker in the Spider-Man costume? What's it all about? Is it some kind of trick?
Oh man, Flash Gordon's gonna lose his life over this stupid prank. This is what they deserve, these stupid pranksters. All these IRL streamers that are bothering people online. You know, Peter Parker, you know, he deserves to get his ass whooped, but I don't know. I think that what Dr. Doom is doing to Flash Gordon, even though he doesn't know that it was just a prankster, is actually what should be happening to all of these in real life assholes, you know, of these Johnny Samadi type of dudes, these Vitali type of dudes. Like, fuck all of these people. They should all get, like, locked up forever until they know how to behave in a normal society. And if they don't, then you don't deserve to be a part of society. You know? That's not what One World Under Doom is about. It's not about you being a selfish prick. It's about you making the world a better place.
Peter, this is Liz. Something terrible has happened. Flash
Liz?
Thompson is missing.
Oh.
He had dressed in a Spider-Man costume last night to play a joke on somebody.
Aha! I can guess who that somebody was. So that's who Dr. Doom is holding prisoner. My loud-mouthed, bullying classmate. Sorry, Liz. Nothing I can do about it. Flash doesn't exactly head my list of favorite people, remember? What a break
What
for
a
me.
what a menace.
The FF will...
What a menace! Whoa, Spider-Man is so evil! Peter Parker is such an evil bastard. Look at his smile. He looks more like the Joker than Peter Parker. That's insane. I did not remember how psychotic this early version of Peter Parker is. He's a psycho.
never agree to Doom's terms. So all I have to do is keep out of it.
What?
Flash Thompson will never bother Peter Parker again.
What?
Things are finally going my way.
This dude is psycho. What a psycho.
What am I thinking? Who am I kidding? I could no more sit back and let any harm come to Thompson than I could swim to the moon.
This is insane. It's like the duality of Two-Face going on. Spider-Man got split Peter Parker personalities, man. What the heck?
The real Spider-Man will have to go into
Smeagol type of
action
stuff.
again. See you later, Aunt May. I have to, go out on an errand.
Oh,
Oh,
Peter,
Peter.
no! You mustn't! Not
Not
tonight!
tonight.
I absolutely forbid it. You're still just a boy.
Get out of here, you old
With all
hag.
those terrible people roaming the city.
Dr. Doom, Spider-Man.
And heaven knows who else. I want you home, where it's safe.
Okay, Aunt May. You know the doctor said you mustn't worry. Some superhero I am. I've
You're
got
under
to find
house
some
arrest.
way to get my aunt to let me out of the house.
I'm gonna get some cigarettes.
I'll just go down here and make sure the cellar windows are locked, Aunt May. I hate to do this, but it's the only way. If I remove the master fuse...
Just go.
There. The house is plunged
Why
in
don't you just go out via the window, man? This dude is so weird.
darkness. Of course, by
Peter
using my
Parker is
spider
a
sense,
serial
it's easy
killer
for me
type
to
of
find my way
creepy.
around without light.
Oh, Peter, the lights went out. We must have blown a fuse. And there aren't any more in the house.
I know. Now I'll have to go out to get some new ones.
It's almost like a
Please
thriller.
be careful, dear. And hurry right back.
This music is making this kind of creepy.
I certainly hate to deceive Aunt May, bless her. But there was no other way. A teenager's life is at stake. So I had no choice.
Teenager. Is he?
I'd better give
How
my
old is
equipment a
Spider-Man? He looks 30 in these comic pages.
fast safety check.
What is this? He has a spider. logo belt? What is that for?
Let's see. Plenty of web fluid. Spider-Man light beam okay. Mask on securely. That's it. Now for Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom! I just have to say one more time. Amazing job on this video.
At that very moment, at the famous skyscraper headquarters of the Fantastic Four.
We don't have much more time, Reed. What are we going to do?
Well, Sue, we certainly can't let any harm come to Spider-Man if we can help it. Blasted
Spider-Man.
amateurs, always gumming up the works.
Since when did you get a superhero union card thing, old pal?
Okay, so it's a double
In order to
crossover.
break in on all the networked TV shows the way he did, Doom needed a tremendous amount of electrical power. So I've got to search for his hideout in areas where some enormous dynamos may be located.
I just gotta say, once again, you can hear the web fluid, all of those sound effects, and the music he's using. Just, this is such a well done rendition of this comic book.
Once I'm near him, my spider instinct will do the rest.
Spider Sense.
Telephone company installation is below me, but I don't sense any hostile presence down there. Here's the broadcasting company building, but still no trace of Laughing Boy.
It's like very simple, but you know exactly what's going on, like how they drew it. It's only outlines, but it still has so much character. I love, for instance, also the flagpole he's standing on. I just love this style of drawing.
Heck, I've covered half the city by now without finding him. I've got to locate Doom before that hour is up. I ought to have my head examined for knocking myself out to rescue a guy who's my worst enemy. But, whoop, hold it. I'm beginning to sense something.
Just so... I just love how this looks. I just love this art. I'm sorry, I've got to shut up talking about how much I like the art of it.
Good old spider sense. It hasn't failed me yet. I can feel the hostile emanations clear up here from that abandoned factory below.
Let me out of here, please! I'm not Spider-Man. You're making a
Take off
big
your mask.
mistake. Honest. You've got to believe me. You've got to.
Silence, you cringing, sniveling coward! The amazing Spider-Man. Bah! You're nothing but a frightened weakling.
Thanks.
But you will still enable me to gain my objective. The Fantastic Four, spurred on by their stupid gallantry, will not fail to attempt your rescue. And when they come, I shall defeat them completely, irrevocably.
Amazing. I just love how they write Dr. Doom.
Doom probably expects the FF to try to save his prisoner, so he must have a zillion traps prepared. But maybe I can throw him a curve by slithering down through this air vent, as only Spider-Man can do it.
I don't know, that would seem like something exactly that Reed Richards would do with his stretchy, stupid body.
It's a tight squeeze, but I think I can make it.
Cave divers be like...
This would be some spot for a guy to get claustrophobia.
Huh?
Spider-Man? But you're my prisoner! Inside! How?
Correction, Doc. I'm the real Spider-Man. You just captured yourself a phony Brand X in there.
So wait, he only has that spider belt so he could just show a picture of his face on the wall? This is why he has a spider belt, so he can announce that he's there? Man. This is a rash individual.
Correction, Doc. I'm the real Spider-Man.
I'm the
you
real
just captured yourself a
Spider-Man.
phony Brand X in there.
What's Brand
If
X
that's
just say?
so, then you were a fool to place yourself in jeopardy again. This time I shall not allow you to escape.
Get him, Doom!
Funny. I was thinking the same thing about you. Nothing like a quickly built web column to act as a life-saving shield.
What?
And now, while I'm all comfy and cozy back here, I'll just spin myself a little weapon of my own. Here we
Spider-Man
are.
be acting
Hope
like
I
this
didn't
Green
keep you waiting
Lantern.
too long, Rust Spot. But it takes a few seconds to make a web ball filled with web fluid. You've got to admit one thing, though. It's a great way to teach someone that it isn't polite to point.
Very clever, Spider-Man. You have temporarily put my finger blaster out of action.
Damn, Spidey is actually very interesting how he's choosing to fight Doctor Doom in this comic. For sure he's gonna lose though, but it's very interesting the way he is using his web fluid, making all of these different ways to attack, making a spider ball, a big spider shield. Like, does he have unlimited web fluid or something? What's going on?
And that's not all I'm gonna put out of action. Here's a little stunt inspired by the Human Torch, but I use web balls instead of fireballs.
Okay.
I have found your juvenile antics mildly amusing until now, but I begin to grow bored. And so,
Uh-oh. I sense danger above me.
I sense
He's
danger.
trying to lead me into a trap.
What's up, danger?
Better build another shield for myself. Fast. Whew, just in time. That falling liquid is turning into ice on
Whoa.
contact. It might have frozen me solid.
Okay.
Well, a miss is as good as a mile. Ready to talk turkey yet, Doom?
on the contrary, Spider-Man, I want to thank you for acting as my guinea pig for me. I've been wanting to test out this little device for
what does it
days
do?
now.
Iron globes revolving at great speed around a magnetic core. You
Whoa.
sure have some interesting hobbies, Doc.
More interesting than you suspect, Braggart. You'll find your web cannot stop the irresistible motion of my little playthings. They are far too powerful.
Whoa, this is crazy.
They're whirling faster and faster.
What?
Can't dodge them much
These
longer.
are like magnetized metal balls that are like moving around in crazy speeds. That's an insane invention of kinetics and magnetism. That would like knock the fuck out of somebody. That's insane. That's really dope.
Only one chance. I'll dive under them and shoot my web to the base of the spinning machine. It worked.
What?
It jammed up the mechanism. The balls are dropping.
Balls are
Power
dropping.
source no longer propelling them.
Pause. Balls are dropping. Spidey's balls haven't dropped yet, and he's saying balls are dropping.
Oh, for the love of Pete. Doom doesn't give a guy a chance to catch his breath.
Nope.
Now he's got liquid heat shooting up from the floorboards.
That's crazy.
Sure feel sorry for anybody who had to fight that walking rattletrap. If they didn't have the powers of Spider-Man.
So, you swung over my heat rays out of harm's
Impressive.
way, did you? Good. That's just where I want
What's
you.
next, Doom?
You outsmarted yourself that time. I tricked you into that landing where you did. And now...
Uh-oh.
This steel section
Yes.
of flooring I landed on.
Yes.
You've got it electrified. He's increasing the current. Can't take much more of it. It would have knocked out a normal human by now.
Get him, Doom.
Lucky I loaded up with plenty of web fluid before
How
coming
much fluid
here.
does he have?
I'm caught in my own trap. Got to switch.
This is a good fight. This is a good battle.
Now we'll play it my way, Doom. Without any of your kooky gadgets.
Not yet, Spider-Man. I am still in control
Dude would
here.
knock him out easy.
Just in case you don't believe
Yes.
me, here's something
Yes.
to convince you.
Huh? Behind me. Who? What?
Oh,
The robot!
Doombot!
What a fool I
We're
was.
getting
Forgot
Doombot!
about it!
Naturally, no one can match the thinking ability of Dr.
Let's go, Doom!
And
Woo,
now, even
buddy!
though you are breaking free, it is too late. Even you will find no defense.
Oh, there's some James
against
Bond
this
shit right here.
machine.
Before I worry about any new machines of yours, here's your
Boo!
playmate back! With my regards.
Still, you rely on brute strength, Spider-Man. That
Spider-Man.
will be your
Undoing.
undoing.
We'll see about that. My spider strength will enable me to smash your new gizmo by tossing your own satellite machine at it.
Not
Okay.
quite. Not if I can flip this lever first.
Get him, Doom!
Holy smoke! His machine is some sort of disintegrator. It vaporized the metal on the spot.
That's insane.
I haven't a chance against it. Well, I can't stand still and let it finish me. Maybe I can dive past the bolts and reach the control panel.
Didn't you
Oh,
think
nice.
I expected you to try that?
Knock that fool out, Doom! Come
He's
on,
even
get him!
stronger than I suspected.
Get him, Doom!
That bolt, it struck you, but
But what? Did you think I'd expose myself to my own weapon without taking precautions? I'm insulated against these bolts. They cannot harm me.
Doom is just the smartest dude. He has a plan for every single thing. People say people say Batman with prep time is the most dangerous or the most powerful person in comics. I think it's Doctor Doom with prep time. Doctor Doom with prep time can defeat anybody, from gods to so-called heroes. Doom is the most powerful. He's the smartest, and he is the person that when he plans ahead, he can defeat anybody, and even without planning, Doom can just do everything because he's the best character. Doom is the best. Yeah.
But you, oh alas, are not so insulated as you are now about to
Burn it to a
learn.
crisp. Toasted spider.
it's unbelievable. He's like a human machine. He seems to be tireless. Another inch, and I'm done for.
That's what she said.
Spider strength. If I ever needed you, I need you now.
Exerting every last bit of power contained in a superhuman body,
Whoa.
the amazing Spider-Man, executing one last maneuver, manages to twist suddenly so that both figures sprawl against the control panel.
That's pretty crazy.
Halting the deadly, disintegrating bolts.
I did it.
This will be your finish.
That
you
was a hard
clumsy
punch.
fool.
If I had a dime for every time some cornball predicted my finish, I'd... Hey, now what?
Have patience. These little flakes will soon end this battle for good.
Oh yeah, no, Spider-Man cannot compare his other rogues to Doctor Doom. Like, who did he fight before? The Vulture, Dr. Octopus, and Sandman. You cannot compare those people and the Chameleon and Tinkerer. You cannot compare them against Doctor Doom, okay? This is not the same. Not the same ballpark.
He's got me on the defensive again. Something in those glowing flakes has affected my eyes. I can't see.
Sick.
Have to rely on my spider sense alone.
Get him, Doom. Beat him. Yes.
How did he manage to
Oh, he
duck out of
ducked?
the way in time?
Damn.
Oh, I should have guessed. It's that accursed inhuman spider sense of his.
This is the Arkham City like beatdown music. That's dope. He's using the Arkham City music. That's awesome, man. I really like the musical choices in this video. It's great. Great job.
My eyes are beginning to clear. If I can just keep out of range a few seconds longer.
You're only prolonging the agony, Spider-Man. You haven't a chance against me.
Yeah. Not a chance. You're gonna get your ass whooped, Spidey.
Hey! It's those iron balls from the satellite machine. I didn't notice them under my foot. I can't keep my balance.
And
So much
thus
for
shall
Spider
I
Sense.
defeat all my mortal enemies, including the Fantastic Four.
Yeah. This is okay. Okay. Come on. We need this W. We need this W. We cannot be losing the Spider-Man.
It can't be. Not now. I'm not ready for them yet.
What's happening?
It's the Fantastic Car with the
those
Fantastic
losers.
Four inside. They have found me. I can't fight them and Spider-Man. Not at the same time.
Doom could, but I do think he would have to have some extra preparations. So, but I think that Doctor Doom would easily be able to defeat these 5 so-called heroes. But maybe not right at this moment in time, but with preparations, it will be easy work.
Blast the luck. Another few seconds and I'd have finished off Spider-Man. Forever. Well, at least I've prepared a getaway exit for myself. As for Spider-Man, he can wait. There's always another day.
So that's the one thing that is actually, people always say Doctor Doom is a narcissist, he's his own biggest enemy. But here in this instance, he actually sees that the odds are not 100% in his favor. Even though he was winning, he could have been able to finish Spider-Man. He chose to trust his instincts and to live to fight another day. So that actually shows his intellect is bigger than the so-called ego people are claiming that Victor Von Doom has, because he can make choices by weighing out the odds. And that's what you see right here. He's making an intellectual, a great choice to retreat, to strike back later at a better time.
I can see again. But Doom is cutting out. Why? Oh, so that's it. It's the FF. Just like the cavalry in a TV Western. Well, their eyes will sure pop when they realize I found Doom first. Oh, wait a minute. I just remembered. Aunt May.
What a bad
I left her
guy.
alone at home. She's probably beside herself with worry about me by now.
Literally. So right now, Aunt May is in her house, freezing to death in a dark house with candlelight, because this spider dude just wanted to come out and play dress up. Just, what a bad guy. Peter Parker is such a bad guy in these early Spider-Man books.
Oh, poor Aunt May. I can't waste a second. I've got to rush back home.
According to our sensor probe dial, this is the place.
Skip the scientific double talk, Skinny. Let's go get him.
Dr. Doom, he's gone. I don't know what happened, but I'm still in one piece. Oh, what a lunkhead I was to dress as Spider-Man. If I ever get out of here alive, I'll never ask for trouble again.
Oh, now we're gonna get Flash Thompson confronted by the Thing.
Look, it's Spider-Man.
Grab him!
Wait, don't!
Hold it, Thing. I've seen Spider-Man close up. That guy isn't even a reasonable facsimile.
You mean...
Oh man, that's funny.
We went to all this trouble for a nobody?
How about me leaning on him just a little?
I wouldn't mind you beating the snot out of Flash Thompson. I wouldn't mind. It's actually kind of funny that in the end, like right now in the comics, Flash Thompson, I think he's Agent Venom, or he has been Agent Venom, so he's like a cooler character. But like in the beginning, he was just a loser bully of Spider-Man in high school. It's pretty crazy.
Down, Ben. The poor boy looks terrified.
Lots of pieces of webbing around. I suspect the real Spider-Man was here.
No shit, Sherlock. Jeez, man. You gotta say everything out loud? Like, you don't think people can think for themselves? You're not that smart. You're just stating the obvious. Read, stinkert. Read, stinker.
Aunt May? She doesn't answer. Oh gosh, if anything's happened to her.
Then it's your fault. And it is your fault, Peter.
Here I am, Peter.
Aunt May, you're home.
I got nervous in the house alone, so I went next door to stay with our neighbors. Did you get the fuses, dear?
Oh.
Jeez, he didn't even get the
forgot.
fuses?
Well, I'll tell her I was too scared to walk the dark streets alone.
Are you serious? What a loser. This Peter Parker is such a goofball.
Some great news photographer you are, Parker. Last night, a teenager named Flash Thompson escaped from Dr. Doom. The Fantastic Four found Doom's hideout, but they must have scared him away. And not one measly photo from you.
What a bad employee. Yeah, Peter Parker, keep on kissing the ring of capitalism, eh? Working your dead-end job. If Dr. Doom was ruling the world, you could realize your full potential and maybe do some good scientific stuff, because I know that you are something of a scientist yourself, but instead you are stuck in this horrible capitalistic society that is pushing you down and down, so you can never realize your full potential, where you just have to grind and do a job you do not want to do. And this is what you are fighting to keep. This is the status quo that Spider-Man is keeping, by trying to stop Dr. Doom from being in power. He wants to live this futile existence. And that's the insane thing, If you realize this, it is insane that these superheroes are fighting to live in a world where they are just nothing. They are just wasted potential. It is insanity. It is insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting things to change. And that is exactly what Peter Parker is doing. Exactly what he is doing.
Sorry, Mr. Jameson. I was home last night. I've got to sleep sometime. Don't feel...
Oh, sorry, Mr. Jameson. I have to kiss your ass. I don't think he even has a contract there. He's like a free agent. He's nothing there. I don't think he even gets vacation hours. It's insanity that he's putting up with this bullshit.
Too badly, Peter. I may only be JJ's secretary, but I think you're wonderful.
Gross. Inappropriate. Not good workplace behavior.
Gosh, I never realized that Betty felt that way about me. As a matter of fact, I never realized how I felt about her either.
You're just saying that because she sounds easy. You're just a hormonal teenager. That's what you are, Peter.
Say, look at the crowd of kids. Well, at least this is one time I won't have to listen to Flash ribbing me. He must be the most embarrassed kid in school.
I don't think so.
now.
Oh, wow. Tell us more, Flash. Naturally, I wasn't scared of that crumb Dr. Doom.
Wait, what?
He couldn't keep me a prisoner for long. When he saw I escaped, he was so worried that he ran out before I could get my mitts on him.
Shut the fuck up.
Gosh.
Jesus. Oh, Flash Gordon. Flash Thompson, when we find you, Flash Thompson, let me tell you, you just made a big mistake, Flash Thompson. Next time we Doombot see you on the street, it's on sight. It's on sight. You talking shit to Doom, it's on sight. Just like we stomping Spider-Man, just like we stomping that so-called Fantastic Four, we stomping your ass out. No matter if you're in a symbiote suit, no matter if you're so-called Agent Venom, We're beating the brakes off you. That's what's gonna happen, Flash Thompson. You be messing with Dr. Doom, then you're messing with the Doombots. We coming for your neck. We coming for your neck. Big mouth.
Flash, this'll really make you the big man on campus around here now.
Why so gloomy looking, Peter? Although I suppose I shouldn't blame you for being jealous of a real He-Man like Flash.
Ah, He-Man. 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 I think I started collecting He-Man last winter because I found a bunch of figures of He-Man like pretty nicely discounted, and I just thought that they looked kind of cool. And now that I have them, I'm a little bit addicted. I'm really addicted to Castle of Grayskull. I got a bunch of those figures. I still want to unbox them, but I want to unbox them when I have my new YouTube setup. Because right now, as you can see, this is all, not the greatest setup. I have a really tiny desk. I wish I had a standing desk and all that good stuff. But yeah, the video is basically over. We only got 3 more minutes. Out of respect for the YouTuber, one more time. Niteo Nathan. Go subscribe to Niteo Nathan, because he made an amazing video here. Out of respect for him, I'm going to be playing it till the very end. I think we're getting some bloopers. And let's watch it. But a great video, great job. I understand that he stopped making these kind of videos. This is like his final one because it just takes a lot of time and effort to edit this stuff. I know that it does, because I have made 1 or 2 or 3 or a couple of these videos. I made one for Venom, I made one for Abomination, and I also made one for the first 3 issues of the Fantastic Four, I think. And yeah, it is a lot of hard work, and it is just easier to react to somebody else's video. So I want to thank Niteo Nathan once again for making this video, so I can react to it and have some more Doom lore on the channel.
I might as well face it. I've got nothing but luck, and it's all bad.
What a loser. Oh, maybe I have to cut this because of the music. Oh yeah, got the blues, baby. Nathan Bradford. Great job. Also, the Dr. Doom in this was not that bad, you know. Written by Stan Lee, of course. The man, the myth, the legend, Stan the man. R.I.P. Stan Lee. It's so sad that he's gone. And all of those stories about the elder abuse and stuff. I know that there was a documentary coming out, and the person who also made the documentary got accused of also being a part of the abuse of Stan Lee. But that's so sad to see such a beautiful person as Stan Lee to just be mistreated by the people around him. Just makes me sick to my stomach. But he's so great. I love Stan Lee. Artwork by Steve Ditko. Steve Ditko also played a big part in the creation of Dr. Doom, because of course he's the one who drew him. And who's next? I love the song about a doctor with Dr. Doom, but I'm gonna keep on pausing it because I don't want to get a copyright strike, because I don't know if this song is copyrighted. Sam Rosen. This dude is shouting out everybody. Alright, for Marvel Comics. Special thanks to watching, everyone. And now let's watch the bloopers. Thank you for making this video, Niteo Nathan. Bloopers.
Meanwhile, at home, Peter Parker Peter Parker practiced. Oh my gosh, why can't I say that?
It's like Peter pecked a pick of pickled peppers or something. It's like, I don't know. Peter Parker practices his... Now I just cannot say this line because of the tongue twister. I don't.
Peter
I don't
Parker
understand.
packed a pack of
This
pickles.
steel section of flooring I landed on. You've got it electrified. You've got it electrified. Electrified.
Yeah.
You've got it. You've got it electric. That is so hard to say. Oh my gosh, electrified. Okay.
I know the pain.
Halting
I know
the
the pain.
deadly disagreement.
Oh, I don't know if I can listen to this. Okay. But great job by Niteo Nathan once again. I highly suggest that you go, go to his channel, give him some love. I don't think he's still making these type of videos anymore, because he had like an update video where he said it's like way too much work and he's not getting enough out of it. But still, go send him some love and say that DOOMBOT sent you. That's the video for me. I hope we all learned something new about the very first encounter between Doctor Doom and Spider-Man. I thought it was a very interesting fight, and also very interesting how both characters use their abilities. And for sure, it's some history, because it's Doctor Doom and Spider-Man meeting up for the very first time. And of course, next year, we are going to have two gigantic blockbusters of movies coming out. We're going to have Avengers Doomsday coming out, the first MCU Doctor Doom movie, and Spider-Man Brand New Day, the part 4 in the movies, MCU movies of Spider-Man in the MCU. So yeah, there is a lot of good content coming out in the next couple of years. I want to thank everybody for watching, and that's it for me. DOOMBOT out, and have yourself a happy Doomsday. Like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, check out Niteo Nathan's channel.